What am I doing?
Oh, I talked to my dog. But I talked to you too. Does my stream work? Let's check. Boop. It does work. We have audio. We're beautiful.
I have to use the bathroom, so if people come in here, just tell them that.
I'm in charge. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll be in charge.
Okay. You can act with absolute impunity.
Yes, I mean, I assume authority whenever I'm allowed to. I'm gonna assume you've gone to the bathroom without your headphones, and you're not just sat on the toilet in your headphones. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have even told you I was in the bathroom. I'm a bad person. Good activist, though. Whoop whoop. Hello. Ow. People have joined. Good activist. I feel sorry for you guys that the first thing that you've heard is me explaining what I do uh, in the bathroom. My friend Safik is here. She just went to the bathroom. Hopefully some more people are going to join. But if not, it'll just be the two of us. Two beans. If either of you want to join, by the way, I don't think you do. But if you did, you're more than welcome to do so. Oh, we were just explaining what the plan is. I think we're going to try stick to half an hour per chat. And we're going to try and always be in rooms with one extra person. Because last time we did this, we had a bunch of non-vegans in and it didn't really work because we just had a bunch of idiots in. And we sort of had one spiraling conversation that lasted like 2.5 hours, which just really wasn't that productive. Whereas sort of shorter half an hour ones I think is better. I can mute Discord when I talk to the stream, I suppose. Or I could type to you guys. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Being a stream is weird. I'm also playing with my dog as well. I'm multitasking. Saji, come up here. Say hello. No? I can show him off with my webcam. My dog. Hi, dog. You bring Boris? Get Boris. You put Boris on my knee? No? Oh boy. Don't look at my desk, it's a mess. Cool. Right. It's 9. It's 9 exactly, Safik. You've taken 4 minutes to wee. You're late. No one's coming. It's just the two of us. So, I mean, I might as well explain to people what's going on. So, the way it works is we go on this server, which is ARA, and we gather in a little chat room. We see who wants to show up. And then whenever people have all shown up, if there's like more than 6 of us, usually, then we'll sort of divide into 2 teams and do activism separately. If there's less than 6 of us, or some people who don't really want to talk, then we'll stay in one group and we'll go to a different Discord server, which is this one here. It's called Chill Bar, and on Chill Bar, oh boy, I don't think there's anything problematic in there, so I'll just leave that open. On Chill Bar, there is a bunch of chats, a bunch of calls, and we just join them and we just talk to some random plebs about veganism. So we're basically just invading like a public chat space. And if people want to talk to us, they can talk to us, and if they don't, then they don't have to. Usually we talk about Well, usually people troll, I suppose. I don't know why I'm looking at that. I probably shouldn't look at that. Probably not problematic though. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So as soon as Sapphic back, we're probably gonna just pick a chat and jump in. A 3-person chat, so we get one randomer, and then see if we can talk about animals. See if we can get the conversation going. I should probably not. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't need that open. Right then. Sapphics taking a long time to wee. Oh boy, those are my arms. I'm wearing a very flattering t-shirt. A very flattering t-shirt. Look great. May or may not have got. Actually, no, I'm just not going to tell you that. You guys don't need to know that. Wow, 5 people watching. I'm a real celebrity. Real celebrity. So anyone who's joined, you just missed the explanation as to what we're doing. But I'm really, really hoping that my friend Sapphic, who told me 23 minutes ago that the stream was starting in 23 minutes. Well, not the stream. The outreach was starting in 23 minutes. Is you know, and was very, very pedantic about me being here on time. It's gonna actually be here on time, because it would be real awkward if she wasn't. It would be real awkward if she just didn't come back. I would just have to go to outreach on my own and shit talk. I could turn it into a playing with the dog stream. You know, he is a QA. You are a QA. Oh, I should probably get a new cover for my jar. Been using the same hoodie for like 4 years. Although I'm never going to want to wear this hoodie, because it's pink now. Bar suit pink. I should be practicing my jokes. Doing a comedy night on the 17th of August. I signed up for it. A guy called JP is running a comedy night after NARM. If anyone wants to buy tickets to it, actually, like, you know, links in chat. I should probably do that, actually. It's probably not a bad idea. If anyone is going to NARM, and you do fancy seeing Jess do some stand-up, there's a bunch of other good people as well. My friend Connor Connor something. Connor Jenkins? What's his bloody name? It's called Artie's Party. Look, there's a Facebook event. Let me go. Self-promoting. Connor Jennings. I met him at Camp Out last year. He told me he was an aspiring comedian. But I didn't believe he was actually going to do stand-up comedy on a stage with me. I didn't think that was the thing we were going to do. And we are, which is weird. Sapphic, where the fuck are you?
What?
Way, you're back! Holy shit, I've just been
I
talking.
came.
Welcome back. Right, no one else is coming, and I've been talking to myself for 5 minutes. Hello?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find people to join.
Diddums. They have to DM people.
Yeah.
Want me? But they won't. Eurodose is not online. We can just do it, the 2 of us. We don't need other people.
Yeah, but the 3-slot ones, they don't tend to get a lot of traffic.
I mean, they will if they see 2 hotties sign there, right? Right? You know? You know?
I don't want to attract Discord guys. That sounds like a horrible idea.
It'll be great. It'll be great. We'll talk to them about dead animals. It'll be totally fine. Right? It'll be amazing. We'll do it. the only person I even want to do activism with, other than you, is Gyarados, and they're not online. Therefore, we should go.
All right. Well,
Pick a room.
we'll just okay. So, chill bar. So, how
Uh,
about 68?
68. Let me find it. 68. Yeah, I got it. Let's go. Boop.
You see the guy under us named Nabil?
What?
The guy under this voice chat named Nabil?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a vegan. He's like, it was one of those times where you found a vegan out in the wild.
Yeah.
But you can't really like put a leash on them or anything, so they kind of derail the conversation.
Why? Why would they derail the conversation?
Because they kind of like they want to argue for pro-veganism points, but they kind of don't
Don't know them
like.
because they're not an activist.
Yeah, but they don't follow any sort of procedure. They could
Oh,
like swear and like be kind of rude and stuff.
I mean, I swear, and I'm kind of rude.
Yeah, but you do it in a
Tactfully. Mhm.
um
I'm waiting.
uh
I'm waiting. I'm
yeah,
ready for
maybe don't
this.
swear at people from now on.
I. Yeah, I mean, I don't really swear at people. I do swear though. Swearing's fun.
I mean, you can swear, but try not to insult people.
Oh, I don't insult people. I insult their actions. Do you know how many viewers we have?
How many?
We have 6, and one of them is me. I don't know if
Ooh,
one of them is you.
I'm not watching, so no.
Based.
Hey guys, you want to join?
Oh, hello. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
I'm alright. How are you?
We were just talking about this weird company that we found on the internet, that's trying to sell dog
Oh,
meat.
dog.
Yeah,
I'm
dog meat.
sorry.
Yeah, it's called Elwood's Dog Meat, and it's selling dogs. Like, we just found it
Mm,
today.
Jesus.
Right? How weird is that? And it's like a parody. Like it's like, well, I mean, I don't know if it is a parody, but like it's like saying like grass-fed dogs and like free-range dogs, right? And then there's like Labrador steak and shit. Like, but like you can buy it. There's like cash things that you can put in and buy it.
Jesus. Okay, well, doesn't really. I wonder if they actually sell dog meat or if it's.
Go
It's
on.
a parody, right?
I don't know. It seems like a parody, but like, what if they're actually selling dogs? Like, that is that fucked? That because like I have a dog. I'm literally playing with my dog right now,
No, I would. That would be quite fucked.
right? Because like we love dogs.
Hmm.
We wouldn't eat dogs, right?
No, we would not.
Right? But then like, if it's a parody, then it's kind of pointing out that maybe we shouldn't eat the other animals too, right?
I mean,
Because I
I'm not.
go on.
Yes. Well, I'm not on the vegetarian or vegan train yet,
Yeah,
but
it's an interesting yet that you put at the end,
well, I can see where they come from, but I
right?
also do enjoy the taste and look for ethical,
Well, I mean, this
you
is
know.
ethical dog, right? And it says it tastes wonderful, and that's why it's got me
Sure.
thinking. Is because like I'm reading it and I'm like, fuck, you know, right? Like,
I hear you.
you
I
hate
hear you.
me?
I hear you.
Oh, you hear
I
me?
hear
Okay,
you.
okay,
Sorry,
okay.
I
Right? Like,
I have an accent. Don't worry.
no, no, you're good. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
But like I don't know. Like I'm not like a vegan or a vegetarian either. Like I love the taste of meat, or like I thought I did, and now I'm like questioning. Like I wouldn't eat my dog. You know, I would never eat my dog. Um, you know, and I'm not sure if there's much of a difference, right? Like I went to a sanctuary the other week. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like mean to. Like my friends were going for like some sort of like gig there. There was like a music festival there, and they had all these
Right.
pigs just walking around, and like you could stroke the pigs and like give them belly rubs and shit,
Yeah.
and they were just like dogs.
Actually, pigs are smarter than dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do we eat them then?
Because it tastes good.
What if dogs taste good? What if children tasted good? Would we eat them?
Children. Well, see, the thing is, if you eat another human, you are, you know, at risk of getting a certain disease and everything like that, which
Yeah.
is why we don't eat humans. And we eat pigs because one, they're bred for it, and two, they're omnivores. So they were literally used as a garbage disposal in back in the day, which
Yeah, but
made
like
them very useful to have at the farm.
just because they're bred for it doesn't mean that we should abuse them, though, right? Like, because like we used to breed slaves, right? We used to literally breed humans as like farm equipment, right? And that didn't make it ethical.
No, of course not. But there's a difference between okay, when it comes to dogs who are bred for different jobs, right?
Hmm.
They're not bred for eating. We still
They
use
are
them for
in
the same
they
kind
are
of
in China,
jobs.
right? They are in Vietnam. They are in South Korea. They're in a lot of countries.
Well,
Dogs are bred for eating.
right. I mean, if I go to one of those countries, I mean, if it's local cuisine, I might try it.
Would you?
You know,
If you went to a country where it was local cuisine to fuck kids, would you do that?
no, because
What's the difference?
it's not the same. It is not the same, that's why.
Why is it not the same?
Why are you being so argumentative? You
I'm
know
not.
why it's not the same.
I don't know, because
Yes,
like
you are.
one's a victim that doesn't want to be exploited, right, with a sentient living experience, and the other one is a victim that doesn't want to be exploited with a sentient living experience, right? And I agree that like the damage done to the recipient is not equal, but like it's the same, right? You're doing an action against a living creature, a sentient creature that doesn't want to be abused in both cases, right? We just care about children, but we don't care about animals, right? We care about children, but we don't care about pigs, right? And the way that they impregnate pigs and the way they impregnate cows and sheep in the various animal agriculture industries is sexual abuse, right? So why is it wrong to sexually abuse a cow, but it's not wrong to sexually abuse a child, other than the fact that they're human? Except for saying that one's human and the other one isn't. What's the difference?
It seems like you have to ponder that one yourself.
Do I?
I said, it seems that you have to ponder that one yourself.
I know, but why? Do I? Why do I have to ponder it?
You're the one asking all the questions.
Yeah, I am. I'm sure you've realized at this point that I'm the vegan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wasn't always vegan. Like if we know that the animals that we eat, the animals that we eat the animal products from, are abused, and we don't have to abuse them, right? Because we could live on vegan diets, then we're essentially choosing to pay into a system that we know abuses animals, right? Creatures with sentient experiences who can think, feel, fear, and love. She decided she didn't want to have a conversation anymore with the vegan. I enjoyed that. That was fun. What the fuck are you streaming, Safik? Is it safe? Oh, it's just guns. It's just guns.
What? I'm sorry. I was gone for a second.
It's okay.
Dude, it's bad stuff.
Are you okay? Well, you go deal with it. I'm sorry. Do you need help?
No,
You okay?
it's not shaking.
Do I need to
How'd the conversation?
close the stream? Do I need to stop streaming this?
Maybe.
Oh boy. How do I stop streaming your audio? Do you want to type it to me?
I'll just say it, but did I ever tell you about the relationship with my mother?
I presume it's not a great one, as all people's.
Right. Yesterday, she was like, I don't know how she found where I live. I have zero clue. But like, my friend came, like, to get something. Then he left. Then, like, then a few minutes later, I heard really aggressive knocking at the door. And I was like, um, then I open it because I thought it was him. But then it was her, just like really like disheveled and drunk and stuff. Then like literally like I tried to close the door, then she forced it open.
Right then. Also, I'm streaming your abysmal Counter-Strike.
Oh, is it not?
Hello! Hello! Oh, boy. We almost had a third.
Is it like low frames or something?
Oh, it's just like a quarter of my screen.
Oh, I know I'm bad at the game. I'm like,
You're doing great.
now I just like can't like. I don't really have anywhere else to go, but now I don't feel safe anymore because she knows exactly where I am.
I'm sorry. I mean, just don't open the door, right? Like, I think as long as you just stay in your house and don't open the door, and hopefully you'll be fine. I'm sorry. Anyway, where's our number 3? It went really well. No, it went really well. It was I compared it to dogs, and she stayed for the conversation. And
Yeah, but I also noticed she's not here anymore.
yeah, I basically made the point that if she didn't agree with abusing animals, she shouldn't pay for it. And then there was a really long silence, and she didn't know how to respond, and then she left.
Yeah, I would have probably might have chimed in there, but I don't know. And then that happens, and
I don't know. I prefer like I prefer letting them sit in silence sometimes. I think it's good
Um,
to let them sit in the awkward
uh,
silence without, like, I don't think you always have to interrupt the awkward silence, right? Because if you interrupt, it sort of allows them to not think. Whereas if you just leave the awkward silence, they have to think.
mhm.
I think sometimes, yeah. Where is our third? Kind of tempted to join the room above, where there's just one guy on his own.
Oh no. I just always like am hesitant I'm sorry, I don't know what to say. I'm like
It's alright.
I'm a little afraid.
We can chat afterwards if you want.
Okay.
I don't know how to unstream.
Because like everyone's like
Do that.
everyone's a bit more casual about it, just like open the door, but you can't really understand if you didn't like see the things I saw and like lived it.
Oh, I know. I mean, I'm trans. Very aware that certain people just don't want to open the door to certain people. It's yeah.
I don't know, it's like if you're a veteran, people are shooting off fireworks. Usually the fireworks wouldn't do anything.
Yeah.
But if you're a veteran, they scare the shit out of you.
Hello. Haven't we spoken before?
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Remind me. We've definitely spoken. Wait,
You,
you're not. You're not one of us, are you? Are you one of us?
what do you mean one of us?
One of us. One of us. One of us.
Among Us?
Yeah. One of the people who like goes on the internet and speaks to people about animals. Are you one of us?
Wait, what is this server?
It's Chill Bar.
Oh!
We have
Okay, yeah, we spoke on
yeah.
vegan
On
dating
yeah.
server.
We're doing activism. Do you want to join?
Actually, on Saturday I went to the Cube of Truth, or what's it called with the anonymous thing?
Oh, in person? Well done. How'd it go?
Yeah. Sadly, right now I'm back in Berlin, and the Euro is here. So the place where there used to be a lot of people is now blocked because you have to watch football. So
Uh-huh.
we went to the park, and not many people would stop to talk. But it was my first time, so it was chill, and I've never seen that many vegans in one place in real life.
That's really cool. Congratulations. Was it your first activism you went to?
I think so, yeah. I met a
Oh.
Canadian who did vigils before at slaughterhouses, but we met at a vegan meetup,
Uh-huh.
and we actually didn't do activism, but it was just a meetup.
Just a
And then
meetup.
I've been to a vegan potluck with
Uh-huh.
the same group,
Uh-huh.
and activism, this is the first one, but I didn't even do anything or talk to anyone. They would just told me what I could do next time.
Yeah, so that's kind of normal. Like for the first meeting, that's kind of normal. But well done going. Like well done getting out there and doing it. That's really cool.
Thank you. I hope to come this Saturday again.
Yeah, I mean Berlin presumably is every weekend, right? Like I would imagine with a big city, you can do it every weekend.
Yeah, it's every weekend, and they'll have even extra. And there's people from coming from everywhere, not just Berlin,
Uh-huh.
just for the event. So that's cool.
That's amazing. That's very cool. Well, we're literally like here on this server currently to do activism. If you'd like to join us, you're more than welcome to do so.
I can try, but
Yeah.
I'm not the best at it.
Well, it's a good
Uh,
opportunity to learn. You can learn from me, right? The bet. I mean, that's not. I'm not gonna finish that. I'm not.
so in that case, we should move to 56.
Yeah. So we need to move to 56 so that we can have +1 slot for people to join us.
Oh, so we will corner someone.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So that we don't get dogpiled,
That's
basically.
funny. Okay, 56. Yep, I see it.
Okie doke. Let's go.
Let's
Dog's beating the shit out of me. Dog, what you doing?
The crew's moving around.
Yeah. And people are more likely to join bigger calls. So like, yeah. It's really hard. I don't know what the in is because you can't just be like, "Yo, you vegan." So I've been doing like Elwood's dog meat like shenanigans. I don't really know what the best way to do it is, but
Wait, dog meat? You
yeah,
said?
there's a company called Elwood's Dog Meat that like sells like fake meat, but they brand it as dog meat. And the idea is to make people
Oh.
disgusted that like they're selling dog. Obviously, it's like, you know what I mean.
I was thinking you went the very cruel route. You were talking about the dog eating festival in Southeast Asia.
Oh yeah, the Yulin one. Yeah, no. Often gets all upset
Because
about it.
that's very easy to weed out people carnists who have enough empathy. Because if they don't like dogs being eaten, then it's the first step.
Exactly,
But
right?
if they participate there, then it's messed up.
Also, I Safik knows, but I'm streaming. I hope you don't mind. If you don't like it, that you're free to leave. But yeah, I'm streaming to a whole 5 people on YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
whole
Hello,
5 people.
people.
Yeah, they all got really excited when you said you were a vegan activist. All one of them.
Damn.
Yeah.
On Discord, I see people whom I've spoken with online, and it shows that someone's in some room online, and I thought that I've only ever seen you on the vegan dating server, so I didn't even check that it's a different one.
No.
That's why I was surprised why you would ask that.
That's okay. Yeah, I don't really leave video, except for activism. Sometimes I do it on Vegan World, and sometimes I do it here.
Vegan World has too many trolls.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but it's good. It's like it's a good way to learn all the bad faith arguments. Vegan World.
Oh, true. Oh, someone's watching football there right now.
Wow. Oh, it's the Euros, right? Who's playing?
Yeah, in England and Slovenia.
Wonderful. My home country. Let's go.
Oh, wait a second. I've got a call. I'll be back.
Oh no, 2 slots. Oh, that was nice. I might make another coffee. Oh. Can you like shout if someone joins the room? Because my OBS stops me hearing notifications.
Sure, I'm gonna get tea real quick though.
Tea? I didn't realize you were British. Oh. I don't like weird silences. I used to stream Dota a long time ago when I was a loser, and sit in my house and just talk to myself constantly, even though no one was watching. It was real weird. Hello. Oh, you're back. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry, I had a call.
It's okay. How do we get people? How do we get people?
Usually, I don't know.
I think because I've done this a few times, I think there are some people who like recognize me.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Also, Eurodose like scrubs their bio when they do this. I didn't scrub my bio, so if you click on my fucking like profile, it says like vegan activist, which is probably not wise, you know.
Oh, wait. Where does? Oh, yep.
Yeah.
It says vegan.
It does say vegan.
I mean, mine does too, but it doesn't say I'm an activist.
Whoa! Doesn't say you're an activist. So your profile's lying, right? Your profile's lying.
I don't know. Discord activism doesn't feel like activism to me. It feels like I suck.
I had a job interview the other day at the Vegan Society, and I was talking to the Vegan Society about all the activism I do, and they were like, Jess, we really hope that like you won't be upset that like people here don't do activism, like you won't be upset like spending time with like vegans who don't do activism. And I was like, you guys work 5 days a week at a company called the Vegan Society promoting veganism, and you don't think you're doing activism? Um, what? And they were like, wait, you think we do activism here? And I was like, yeah, like you literally like promote veganism 5 days a week from 9 to 5. And they were like, oh, that's nice. That we've never considered it activism. I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? What do you mean you've never considered it activism? You fucking idiots. You work at the Vegan Society. So I do so much activism, the Vegan Society felt self-conscious, which is really
Oh,
funny.
Oh, what did they do? They sell dog meat?
Oh, that's always dog meat. The Vegan Society is like they sell the vegan trademark, and they basically do like certifications of products to like make sure that they are vegan, and then they'll certify them so that if you buy the product, you're sure that they're vegan. So it's a certification basically. It's a Vegan Society.
Oh, it's the guys who put the sticker vegan on products in Lidl.
That's the ones. That's the Vegan Society. So I might
Ah.
have a job there selling that sticker to companies.
Wow. Do they need very good qualifications and very good degrees to get a job there?
You just need like sales experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
bird.
Hello, Marjorie. We can hear your air conditioning unit.
Oh, my bad.
Boy, how are you doing? Are you somewhere really warm, or are you just in a freezer?
I'm in a fucking freezer.
Okay. Do you need help?
I'm
Do you
in.
need to escape?
No, I'm at my dad's basement.
Oh boy. Is he?
Why are you in the
Is he? Is? Should we be worried?
Nah, I already fucked him a couple of times. But anyways, he's good.
Uh huh.
I got his payment, so I just got to stay down here for like another hour.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
What do you feel about dog meat?
Oh, I fucking love that shit.
Yeah. Cause like, Angus trying to sell his dog meat.
Hey, like dog's dick or like
No, like
the other meat.
dogs that have been like bolt gunned in the head and then like put through a meat grinder and turned into burgers.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good.
You think it is?
Yeah,
Why?
it's tasty. It's got this nice like stringy flavor.
Would you say about the same about humans? What about if it was dead babies?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
The babies like are hella soft.
What if it was like dead you? What if someone bolt gunned you in the head and turned you into a burger?
Oh, that would be fine.
You would be okay with that?
Yeah, because they eat my dick.
Yeah. Like jokes aside though, like not being big cringe.
Yeah.
You'd be okay if someone came into your house, bolt gunned you in the head, and turned you into a burger.
Yeah. Why not?
Why?
Why wouldn't I?
Because it's like a breach of your consent. Okay, cool.
yeah.
That's
I texted you. I was like, I don't think this is gonna go well.
No, but you
it's just
you might as well ask the questions, right?
Mm. And
it's
his
just a
audio was giving me a headache.
No, didn't.
it's just a societal troll.
Yeah.
I probably just saw the word vegan and thought they'd troll. I'm very hard to troll. Because
Damn.
like the thing is, when you ask questions like that, they realize that they're being like an idiot, right? Like you can't get someone to state overly like that they're willing to have someone kill them and turn them into a burger without them thinking like I'm saying something that's ridiculous.
Yeah, some people just don't care.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would. I think I would have been that guy like 10 years ago. I think I would have been him.
Hmm.
I don't know. He sounded like he was on an airliner.
I mean,
He was.
he sounded like he had air conditioning. I'm kind of jelly. I'm just sat here sweating. Take my bra off because it started smelling. Sorry. Too much information.
Wow, we were.
So you didn't have any conversations at AV, but did they give you like the checklist? Because there's like a checklist at AV, right? Like there's like a guide that you go through and you talk the points in that order.
Yeah, I was invited to a group where there's a Google Drive,
Uh-huh.
but my executive dysfunction and me not being the best didn't let me be productive, so I didn't even answer the messages yet,
It's okay.
and I didn't read the checklist. But they showed me, one of the co-organizers showed me all the 15 questions
Uh-huh.
and all the scheme, and I saw even that there's gonna be a workshop in the beginning of July with all of
Uh,
this.
yeah,
Someone more
there's workshops on
experienced.
YouTube that you can watch. Um,
Yeah,
that
but
are
yeah, I
gone.
was going there more because I felt lonely and I wanted to talk to more vegans or find more environmental or ecological volunteering while I job
Yeah,
hunt right now
that's
in my free
amazing.
time.
Yeah, I like you don't have to like do the outreach like at all if you don't want to. Like I genuinely think it's really important just to go and like meet vegans and make some friends and see if they're having like any other events they're doing. Um
Yeah, I have a friend who literally he's been vegan for 30 years or more or
mhm.
something.
Uh-huh.
And what he does, he'll go on the street, on a very busy street with many restaurants, and he literally preach, shout, and scream at carnists. He calls them vampirosopis or something, vampire zombies in
Uh-huh.
Greek.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And, and he'll just literally daily walks and preach very, very loudly on a very busy street with many carnist restaurants, and he will not let them eat in peace. So
Based.
that's the extreme that I know that is possible.
Yeah. I'd love to do that.
And yeah, and he's recently gone more extreme that the past couple years he's decided to be celibate unless he finds someone vegan to be
I
with
mean
him.
I mean that I mean don't
He
date
won't even
non-vegans team. Don't date non-vegans.
Yeah, but he won't even do that just just not to be lonely or just to try and see
Can
if you can
can
help
you
someone
can
change.
you be not lonely with someone who abuses animals? I don't know. It feels like I would be lonelier in a relationship with someone whose ethics I didn't agree with than not in a relationship, right? Like I've met so many vegans who are just like in unhappy marriages because like their partner isn't vegan, but they're only really staying together for their kids. Um,
Mm,
and it just
yeah,
feels like inevitably they're probably going to break up as soon as their kids are old enough. Um, or if they find like a vegan that they actually sort of get along with, then you know,
I agree. Yeah, but I personally, where I'm at right now, I would date a non-vegan, but not super seriously.
I'm shaking my head. I'm shaking my head. Shaking my head right now. I think
Cause
I think the reason you say that is because you don't yet have experience of like having lots of vegan friends. I think once you actually get comfortable, like in the knowledge that you can have lots and lots of vegan friends, you'll actually be way more comfortable just being like, "Sod it, we're gonna find a vegan." Um,
I
and that's
couple
okay.
months ago,
Go on, sorry.
yeah, but no, no, sorry. I did, yeah. The non-vegan friends I had, I would constantly take them to
Oh,
vegan restaurants. Oh,
hello.
that's Parrot.
It's a fashionable cat snake.
Yeah.
We were talking about whether or not we would date people whose ethics like vastly different from our own.
I'm extremely homophobic. Would you date me?
No, because I'm a homo,
Oh, okay, fair point.
right? I don't think you're a girl either, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't date you on that in that case, because like I like the girls.
How would you know? I have. Hey, I have a fidget. Never mind, man. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm tired.
It's okay. I mean, I mean, you're right. Actually, I shouldn't have presumed you're a boy. That's my bad. You're correct.
Man, assume all you want.
I'm a
I
homophobe too.
genuinely. Nah. I assume all the time. It's only fair that someone assumes.
Uh-huh. Would you date someone who like whose ethics vastly different from your own? Like, let's say, for example, you were like, I don't know, like a vegan or something. Would you date someone who ate dead animals?
Uh, but well, flip it around. I wouldn't date a vegan.
Why not?
I just fucking can't. I like being too much saying that. What's this called? Oh, oops, my bad. Saying that. What's this called? Eating animals is cruelty and whatnot. The way a lot of butcher houses treat them is cruelty. Yeah, I agree with that.
Uh-huh.
But eating them in general is cruelty. No,
I
fuck no.
surely if it's cruel to kill them, then it's cruel to eat them, right?
No, treating them cruelly in a cruel way. Sure, I agree. Fucking stunning them with like I don't know, a fucking piston gun to fucking knock them out and uh, fucking electrocute them and whatnot. Yeah, fucking horrid. The only humane way to kill an animal is to lay it down on its side, whatever it was, a fucking sheep, fucking cow, whatever, lay it on its side, cover its eyes with your hand or with its own ears, and just go from one what the fuck is it called in English? One artery to the other from on its neck.
Would you find that an
And
acceptable way to kill a child?
I'm not gonna eat a human.
If
That's not a comparison.
hypothetically, if you were, would you find it an acceptable way to kill a child?
You're not gonna eat a child. That's the difference there. Plus, you can't compare a child to a human, or a child to a human to a
Why
what's
not?
it called, an animal.
Sure, you can compare them, right? Just because they're not exactly the same, you can compare them, right? Like, saying
Yeah,
comparing them
but
isn't
see, you're
saying
not
that they're equal, right? Like, I could compare.
but yeah, you can compare certain aspects, sure. But if you're just gonna compare them one to one, then you're just gonna open a lot of well, just weird stuff in general. I'm
Why?
just saying
Why do we?
if you're saying that,
Why do
huh?
we eat animals?
Because they're nutritious and it tastes good.
Yeah, but we don't need the nutrition, right? Like, you don't have to eat animals.
No.
No, so we eat them
No,
because they're tasty, right?
you do need it.
You don't need them.
You do need it. The protein you get from what's it called? By the way, I'm not saying that. Just to make it clear, I'm not saying that eat only meat or something. Fucking have your healthy balance of everything. Duh. But what's it called? Saying that you can be just as healthy as you are on vegan food as you are from just a natural fucking balanced diet is just wrong. The
That,
protein quality you
so
get from
that's
plants in general is not as good. The
so.
nutritions, while yes, there are what's it called,
So,
nutrients
do you have
in
sauces for
plants
that?
and in vegan diet. Huh?
Do you have sauces for that?
Oh, man, I'm not here to convince you to not be a
So
vegan.
I
Fuck
I
off.
have I have sources that say that vegan diet is healthy at all stages of life by the largest nutritional board on the planet, the American Society of Dietetics, has literally said that a vegan diet is healthy for you at all stages of life, and you'll get the protein you need, whether you're a baby, whether you're a developing child, or whether you're an adult or a senior citizen. You will get the exact nutrients, protein, minerals you need from a vegan diet. There is the fact that you need meat to have a balanced diet, or that you need meat to get certain proteins, is just incorrect. It's just wrong.
Whatever you say, man. Meat is good.
Yeah,
I,
right.
and
Like, I'm not going to
doesn't hurt
dispute.
you, and it
I'm not
doesn't
going to
hurt you.
dispute that. Like, if we can agree that the reason people eat animal products is because they taste good, then that's where I want to
They're
move.
nutritious as well.
So they are nutritious, right? They have nutrients in them, but so do human babies,
Yeah.
right? But that doesn't mean that we should eat human babies, right? Right? Just because
Well, what's stopping you?
something contains nutrition doesn't give you a moral, like, acceptable reason to do it, right?
Okay, well, what's stopping you from eating a baby?
Nothing, right? Like, there is nothing stopping me from it. I could go out on the street tomorrow and, like, walk into someone's house, check to see if they have a baby,
Yeah.
kill them, kill their baby, and eat their baby, right?
Go for it.
Right. So, like, nothing's stopping me, but, like, I don't do it because I know it's wrong, right?
Well, go for it, man.
Right. So, like, if the only reason we eat animals is because, like, we enjoy the taste of animals, right? Then if it was someone's, if someone enjoyed killing children, would the method you described as being humane be an acceptable way to kill children if they enjoyed doing it?
God.
Because the only reason you eat meat is because
Yeah,
you enjoy it,
sure.
right? So, like, is that method of killing them, like, an acceptable method to kill children if they enjoy killing children?
Again, you're comparing baby humans to people.
I am.
That is not that is
You mean
not
animals?
that is not
You
a
mean
comparison.
baby humans?
Yeah. Fucking
So the reason I'm
humans,
using
just
that
humans in general.
the reason I'm using that comparison is because society says it's acceptable to kill animals, but society says it's not acceptable to kill children, right? So that's why you think it's okay to kill animals, but it's not okay to kill children, right? But if we
So your
actually
argument is
compare,
that society.
my
So your
argument is
argument
that
is society constrains me.
conditions you, not constrains you, conditions you, right? Because
Potato, same point.
yeah,
So that is the point you're trying to make.
like, if we go back 200 years, right, there were no laws and there was no societal, like, norm to not abuse children, right? Like, even if you go back 50 or 60 years, we put children in workhouses and we made them work from, like, 11 years old, right? So, like, this idea that children are like this like thing that we should protect at all costs is a very modern phenomena, right? If you go back 80 years, people were, like, getting married to 11-year-olds and fucking 11-year-olds, right? So societal norms that we protect children haven't always existed, right? So I compare animals to children, knowing very well that, like, if we were 100 years older, we would be treating children abominably, right? Like,
But
and
here's the thing. You said they're marrying off 11-year-olds or whatever. But they still didn't eat them. I'm sure that there are some fucking weirdos out there who did, but
no,
it was
right?
not the mainstream.
But they did kill them, right? Like, we literally have, like,
Everyone killed everyone back then for any fucking reason.
no. I'm not talking,
As
like,
long
10,000 years ago. I'm talking 100 years ago, where we put children in, like, really awful working conditions where they died. Right? We sent them down mines. We put them in quarries. We made them build
they
railways.
did the same thing with adults.
Exactly.
The same thing with
Right.
adults.
Exactly. That's my point. Right. So that's why I compare them to children. Right. Children are not this, like, golden goose that we've always looked after. Right. And I appreciate that in today's standards they are, and it's distasteful to talk about the abuse of children. Right. But we did, as a society, used to abuse children not so long ago. Right. And it took people saying, hang on a minute, maybe we shouldn't abuse children, to get us to stop doing that, right? So what I'm saying is, hang on a minute, why don't we stop abusing animals? Like, if we don't need to eat them, and the method that you said is oh so humane, you wouldn't find acceptable to be done to a child, right? Which isn't that dissimilar to a lamb, really, right? A lamb and a child, they're both sentient, thinking creatures that can feel and fear and love. Not to the same level, but
Again,
one of them is not an object, right?
Again, you're comparing a human to an animal. That is however you put it, that is not a fair comparison.
So the same
Regardless,
thing, people would have said the same thing about black people and white people. They would have said it's unfair to compare black people and white people. They were wrong. What makes you right? Why do you think it's so unfair to compare a child to a lamb?
I'm sorry. What?
People used to say
comparing?
people used to say you weren't
Yeah.
allowed to compare black people and white people. They used to say that black people were beasts and
Mhm.
animals that shouldn't be compared to white people. What made them wrong and you right? Why are you right that we shouldn't compare animals to humans?
Because again, you're comparing people. Back then, they compared people with other people. They had a twisted view, and it was quote unquote fixed. But again, that will not happen
Without saying the
between
word
people and animals.
without saying the word human or people, like why should we not compare lambs and children? Because
What do you mean
if
without
your
saying
only
the
answer is
words of peoples or animals?
if your only answer is because they're people, then you're just basically racist, right? You're basically just speciesist.
I'm sorry, what?
Speciesism. It's when you believe that certain species are more valuable than others, despite evidence proving otherwise.
Okay, man, it's too late. Bye bye.
Yeah. Tried my best, team. It was not an easy one.
Hmm.
But humans are animals.
Yeah, but he didn't care about that. I think
Yeah.
he was. I probably should have gone with the Muslim route actually, because I'm pretty sure he was Islamic based on what he was saying.
Oh yeah, that was good. He's describing like halal slaughter.
He was, yeah. So I think I should have gone like and talked about halal and used God, because like if people are religious, then there's no point really talking ethics. You have to talk religion. But I decided to talk ethics because I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on.
yeah, I kind of wanted to hop in there, but I don't know why. I just wanted to like sort of slow the pace down, I guess, and try to like try and find out, I guess, get to the bottom of why he thinks animals are inferior.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard because he sounded young, so usually young people aren't super into religion. So I felt like if I'd gone into religion, because I think it could have just been that. I don't know. Like I did ask him, like without using the word human or people, like why do you not compare animals? I don't know. Also, feel free to jump in, Safek. Like genuinely,
Yeah.
you don't have to. You don't have to ask either. You don't have to be like, "Can I make a point?" Just jump in, and I'll just shut the fuck up.
I didn't see. It's Yeah, it was difficult. I'm very bad at debating. I'm learning. Thank you for the
Oh, you're good.
workshop.
I used to listen to people speak as well. I used to listen to Eurodose debate. It was wonderful. I need to stop talking about Eurodose. Eurodose is going to watch my stream and think I have a crush on them. And they'll be right. Eurodose, I have a crush on you, Eurodose. I want to adopt babies with you, Eurodose. Sorry.
Yeah, I just don't know. Because I've brought up like with people, I think while you've been here, Jess, like I was like, oh, do you believe in the laws of karma and stuff? And I was like, oh no, am I like injecting unsecular beliefs into a debate? I don't know what else to say.
I genuinely wouldn't bring up religion unless you're the person you're debating brings up religion. I think,
Okay.
especially on like online spaces, a lot of people think is like most people are secular on the internet, right? Like there's a lot of religiophobia on the internet. Is that a word? I don't know if that's a word.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. One guy, I met like a Christian guy who kind of
Uh-huh.
I was like, maybe I should bring it up, but I don't know how I'm gonna connect the two things. I only find Abrahamic religions on here. Like they're either Christian or they're Muslim. And there's like not much else.
There's a
But
lot
there's
of
a bunch of
Buddhists.
Indian.
There's a lot of Buddhists. Yeah, there's
I
probably.
mean on Shilbar.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Like
fair.
But a lot of Indians are everywhere, and they're vegetarian.
Well, lacto vegetarian, right? Usually,
mhm.
so they don't eat.
If someone,
They don't eat eggs usually. They'll just eat milk and cheese usually.
yeah, but if someone eats eggs, I don't count that as vegetarian.
No. As in, but they're vegetarian. Plus, they also don't eat eggs. Is what I'm saying. So they're more than vegetarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's lacto-veg. I think it's called lacto-vegetarian.
Ovo-lacto is not real vegetarian in my eyes.
I don't understand, but sure, I'll agree with you despite not understanding. That seems like a reasonable thing to do.
I guess it's because vegetarian in the context of like Hinduism. I guess it like the term vegan really isn't
Hey, how are you
around.
guys doing?
Hello, inverted.
Nice day out, isn't it?
I mean, it's kind of getting dark, but it was a nice day.
Oh, well, right now it's about 5 o'clock for me.
Yeah. What did you have for dinner?
I haven't had dinner yet.
Could I convince you to have something vegan for dinner?
Probably not. I love chomping on big meat.
Yeah, I used to say that. Why?
Because I love chomping on big meat.
But why?
Because I like meat in my mouth.
You like the taste of it?
I like big giant black meat in my mouth.
Yeah. You seem like an interesting person.
Yes.
So, why do we eat animals? Like, what's the reason we eat animals?
Because humans are a superior race.
You think might makes right?
I think humans are just better than animals in every way.
Do you think that that logic is okay to be applied to, creatures however we wish?
Yeah.
So if
Because,
if I thought I was better than you, you'd be okay with me killing you?
not if I killed you first.
No, because like you have to accept that like if this is logic that you're applying, then you have to be okay with other people applying it, right? Otherwise you're a hypocrite, right? So
Yes, I am a hypocrite. What's your point?
okay, so you're just happily a hypocrite.
Yes, I am.
So are you happy with other people being hypocrites?
I don't really care.
You don't. So you wouldn't care if I just killed you?
I mean, you can go ahead and try.
No. In this hypothetical, I would just kill you, right? And you would have to either be happy
Oh,
with
okay.
it
Well,
or
then the
not
world
happy with
fucking sucks anyway, so who cares?
it. Yeah. The world fucking sucks, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly. I would, like, someone else would do it if you didn't.
Okay, so you don't want to be a moral agent in this world because like everything's crap, so you're just gonna do fuck all.
I don't really care.
You don't really care.
The best thing about this world is jerking off.
Oh.
Squeezing my fat schlong.
Are you doing all right?
I'm doing good.
I don't know. You seem to have a nihilistic worldview.
Oh, I mean, it's true, isn't it?
I mean, not necessarily. Just because you have an overly negative worldview and human brains tend to latch on to negativity, it doesn't make anything true. It's
I
not
mean,
an objective standpoint.
Well, most of the problems caused in the world are humans' fault.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, and nothing's gonna get any better because
Aren't they?
humanity's just too damn stubborn to do anything better.
I kind of disagree. I'm a utopian. If we compare our society currently to the society of the animals we evolved from, we're actually significantly less violent than them. We just have a better we have a greater capability of violence, but we don't use it as sort of needlessly as they did. You leave? Oh no, you didn't leave.
No, I didn't.
So like, do we need to eat animals or do we choose to eat animals?
I think we really choose to be. I mean, nothing's really stopping us from just abolishing all the governments and just coming together as one, just world government.
No. Wait, so do we need to eat animals or do we choose to eat animals?
Oh, I mean, we don't really need to.
Thank you for being honest. We don't, right? We could be vegan and we could be healthy as vegans. So we eat animals because we like eating animals, right? And society tells us it's normal to eat animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if we know that the animals have to at least like be killed in order to eat them, like there is at least some degree of suffering regardless how well you treat them, right? Then we're essentially choosing to abuse these animals for no reason other than our own pleasure, right? And societal norms.
I mean, that is true.
Okay. So hypothetically, if you felt that your, actions were wrong, because those animals don't deserve to suffer for your pleasure, why wouldn't you stop?
Well, honestly, animals are kind of just lesser beings.
Okay. So do you believe that we should be able to abuse lesser beings?
I mean, not really abuse, no, but we're kind of just killing them. We're not really.
Do you think I should be able to kill children because they're lesser than me?
Well, I mean, if they do something bad enough to warrant a murder, then sure.
Does a cow do anything bad enough to warrant their murder?
Not exactly, but I mean.
So why are we saying that we need to justify killing children, but not justify killing cows? What if I enjoyed killing children, right? What if I killed children for my own pleasure, in the same way that people kill cows for their own pleasure? Would that be okay?
People kill cows for pleasure?
Yeah, because people enjoy the taste of beef, right? That's the reason people eat beef, because they like the taste of beef. Which is essentially killing for pleasure, right? So why can't I kill children for pleasure?
Because children are one of us. They're humans.
You just said that we're allowed to abuse lesser beings. Children are lesser,
But
right?
children... I mean, I guess that's true, but they're also humans, which cows are not.
Okay. But, okay, so can I kill children of a different skin color to me because I think that they're lesser?
Well, they are still humans.
I could say they're not humans, though, right? Like, we've done that. We literally did that, 80 years ago. We said that these creatures are not the same as us, they're lesser, and we killed them. Was that okay? Because that's the same, logic that you're applying to cows, right?
Well, cows are... They can't think, they can't really...
Cows can't
They
think.
don't have... Cows can think, yes, but they don't... We can't understand them, and they don't really... they don't really have a high enough
Can I ask you a question?
Yes?
Have you ever been around a cow that felt safe?
I've never been around a cow.
Okay, so it kind of shows, because if you're around a cow, well, they're very affectionate. Like, they'll cuddle up to people, they'll lick your hand, and they play with balls and stuff, like dogs. They're basically just really big dogs, but you would kind of have to be near them, or at least watch videos to really have a connection with them. But
So
if
I get your point there, but people eat dogs too, don't they?
They do.
Yeah, but but where vegans are equal about it, it's bad to eat dogs and it's bad to eat cows equally. But when people say it's okay to eat cows, but it's not okay to eat dogs, they're just trashing on other cultures and thinking that they're really supreme when they're not.
Yeah, that's why I think it's okay to eat anything. I mean, it's their choice.
So you said they're not as intelligent and we can't understand them, right? Like, that is the same way we felt about Native Americans. Was it okay to genocide Native Americans?
No, because they're human.
Then it has nothing to do with intelligence, right?
No, it has to do with whether they're human or not.
Yeah, so that just means that you basically only care whether or not they're human, right? There's no logic to it. It's just these are human and these aren't, right?
Yeah, and no one's gonna stop me from killing a cow.
But that's different, right? That's a completely different argument. The no one's gonna stop you is a completely different argument, right? But so if I decided you weren't human, would you be okay with me killing you?
No, but cows don't really have any say.
No. So I'm saying if your logic is like consistent, right? So let's say that we as a society decided that you weren't human. Would you be okay with society killing you despite you clearly being capable of thought, clearly being capable of like feeling, clearly being capable of love, and clearly being capable of fear? Would you be okay with society deciding arbitrarily that you weren't human and thus you should be killed, despite all the evidence suggesting that actually you're a sentient individual that should be given consideration?
No, not really. But that's because
Then,
I'm the one that it's happening to.
well, okay, but that shows that actually you just don't care about anyone but yourself, right? Because you're saying
Yeah,
the
exactly.
only
That's. I mean,
so
yeah.
you're a person who is okay with other sentient creatures being abused because they're not you.
Yeah.
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 So you'd be okay if I decided that your mother wasn't human and then we killed her, or your son, or your mother, your daughter, or your sister, or your brother. If we just arbitrarily, randomly decided that certain humans weren't human and then killed them, you'd be okay with that? As long as they weren't you.
As long as they weren't me or someone I actually cared about.
So you're okay with abuse happening as long as it's not happening to you. You're okay with like children getting fucked. You're okay with homeless people getting murdered with hammers, just as long as it's not you.
Well, it's no one I ever know or will ever know, so who cares?
Okay. So you just don't think that like consideration should be given to living creatures?
I mean, I don't really know them, you know.
So you don't. So what about people not knowing you? If no one knew you, would you be okay with someone killing you just because no one knew you?
No, not really, because that's me.
Yeah.
How are you so sure that you're so like separated from other living sentient beings? Like we have a deep innate sort of compassion inside of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when even if it's not someone we know, we don't like it when other things suffer. Even people who eat meat want to like shield their eyes from animal suffering, right?
Not me. I don't. Not me.
So okay, so and you wouldn't mind.
You might cut out what?
So Jess or me could send you a bunch of slaughterhouse footage right now, and you'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already seen people die, so who cares? Cows can't be much worse, you know.
You know cows get sexually abused?
I mean, so do people.
No, like systematically sexually abused.
In what way?
So they get bulls, and for artificial insemination, they strap bulls into essentially like forced masturbation units. So they'll have like an electrode up their ass, and they'll have like a massive fleshlight on their penis, and they'll do this for like hours to like drain them of semen, so that they can artificially inseminate girl cows. So that they forcibly masturbate bulls for like hours and hours and hours to drain them of semen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they take a spike and they stab it into the anus of a cow. They put their entire arm within the anus of a cow, and then they put a spike through the wall of their anus into their uterus and inject semen into their uterus.
I mean, that kind of seems pretty inefficient. Wouldn't it be easier to just inject it directly into the uterus?
You have to get to it, right? The best way to get to it is by putting your arm into the anus of the cow.
Oh, well, then if that's most efficient, then that makes sense.
Yeah, the most
Do you
efficient.
have any moral objections?
Not really.
No.
So you would say that you're at least that you're pro or at least not opposed to female exploitation.
No, pro, right? Because you buy milk, presumably, and cheese. So you're pro sexual exploitation of animals. You're pro bestiality, basically.
I mean, it's not really bestiality. Nobody. I mean, it's
How
not
is it
doing
not
it for sexual.
How is
nobody's doing it because
how
nobody's
is
doing it
how
for
is
sexual pleasure.
masturbating a bull constantly not bestiality?
Because no one's doing it for sexual pleasure.
Well,
They're
I
doing
don't
it.
think the cows care, right? They're getting sexually abused. It wouldn't like if you were sexually abused, it wouldn't matter if the perpetrator did it for if they were paid to do it, or they used their fingers or their genitalia. It doesn't matter. Like, the result is the same in the end. You're still traumatized.
Well, I mean, the cow probably wouldn't be traumatized because someone would probably kill it.
No,
Once it's served its purpose.
breeding,
I mean,
breeding,
what's the point of
breeding
keeping it alive?
livestock are kept alive to breed.
Yeah,
Obviously.
because they want them to give birth so they can steal the child. But if you don't right now in your point of life, if you don't really have compassion for humans or animals, then it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to say to you.
Yeah. I think you should move on inverted, to be honest.
Alright.
Boop. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I tried there, but I don't know.
Yeah. You did try. Well done. Good job trying. Huh.
We've
wonder-
just...
Go on.
This is gonna sound misinterest, but we've been getting too many guys.
there aren't girls on the internet. What are you on about? Girls don't exist on the internet.
Also, I got a random DM from someone that was like, "Hello there, madam. Can you join Call of 55 for a second?" I was like, "Ooh, no."
How do I do user profile? How do I change my shit? My account.
I don't know. I was hopeful because he went from doing this dumb voice to like his actual voice.
He did.
But
Go on. Sorry.
but then it just went wrong.
Yeah. Hello.
Jess.
Oh boy. Do I know this person?
Jess. You're a faggot.
Wow.
Oh,
The best.
We love those people.
sorry.
Yeah.
How do I...
I think it's in settings.
I also think it's in settings. Stream mode. There we go. Right, turn stream mode back on. Good out. It's changing my profile name. Dupe.
Hey, thanks for letting me hang around, you guys. I think I'll have to head to bed soon, somehow.
That's okay. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening to the
Yeah.
misanthropes.
Yeah. All the best, guys.
See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Night night. Right then. Let's find a smaller room.
All right,
66?
sure.
Oh, it's Amelia Mays below us. Amelia Mays below us. It's the person we spoke to earlier.
Oh,
She cheated out on the conversation. We could raid. Should we raid?
I guess.
Yeah? You
No,
good? No?
no, because then we're gonna be pushy, and like I feel like if we like push people, they're gonna be like, "Nah, he's vegans. They're just like Jehovah's Witnesses."
We are like Jehovah's Witnesses. That's exactly what we are.
I won't knock on people's doors. Like
I
that's
do.
really
I do. Fuck it. I'll knock.
um.
I mean, we're not selling that the world is flat and Jehovah is a fucking, Jehovah, right?
I guess.
We're selling ethics. That's why fucking crazy religious people preach, right? Is because they think they're right? They think that they're literally helping you and they're saving your soul. Hello.
You kind of sound like the Joker.
Say again. I sound like the Joker?
Yeah.
I also look like the Joker.
I'd say that's a bit rude to yourself.
What do you mean?
You don't
The
look like
Joker's
the
hot,
Joker.
bro. The Joker's hot, bro.
Joker is hot. I'd fuck the Joker.
Oh,
How you doing, Finger?
Really good.
Yeah? Why are you doing so good?
I don't like to disclose that information.
Did you have sex for the first time? Congratulations.
No.
No?
Or something else.
Commiserations. Did you smoke weed for the first time?
No.
No? Okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna guess anymore. My mind's in a gutter. We would just go to bad places.
So I was like holding a nut for like months now, and I just busted. So I mean, it's pretty.
Congratulations.
You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
How would you
Thanks.
feel if right now you did it again? Would it be painful?
I did it like 6 times in one day.
What if you did it like 60 times in one day?
Your dick would probably fall off.
Do you know that's what they do to bulls in the dairy industry?
Balls? What are you talking about? Like human balls?
No, like male cows. They strap them into like a cage and like forcibly masturbate them over and over and over and over and over again.
Well, I mean, cows are big dicks, so it won't be that hard. But
it's still sexual exploitation if they didn't consent to it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what do they need to come for?
To impregnate cows.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Is it? Is it good to impregnate cows against their will?
Well, I mean, you have to keep it rolling somehow.
Do we? Do we have to keep it rolling? Do we need dairy?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, kind of. Almost everything is in dairy.
You mean dairy's in almost everything?
Almost.
But we don't need to put dairy in everything, right?
Well, we need milk at least to grow.
To grow what?
And what do you mean to grow? To grow.
To grow what? Like to grow who?
Like, you know how kids like they need milk is really good for them.
Where do they get their milk from though?
The store.
I think they get their milk from their mother, right? Who also has breasts.
Oh yeah, but here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't think a 14-year-old would be happy chucking on her mom's milky. So I mean,
So they do not need milk at that stage of life. They're like a teenager, and they don't
yeah, that's what I
need
mean.
dairy milk either. That was propaganda from the dairy industry. It's just not true because like people from like all around the world have been like around 60% of the world's population is lactose intolerant. Like they can't have dairy milk, right? It's just this like kind of weird like Western thing among white people that we drink milk from our animals.
So you're saying it isn't nutrition rich, protein source, and vitamin and minerals in it.
So
I said we don't need it.
Yeah. So something containing like nutrients that are good for us doesn't mean that like we need it, right? Like, because like human children contain like really like good amounts of protein, but we don't kill and eat human children, right?
Yeah, but
also
it
like
does appetite control.
Can you name any other mammal that's still breastfeeding at 14 years old?
What are you talking about?
Because like you said that like 14-year-olds need milk, right? But like we don't see that.
No,
in
I never
nature
said that
at all, right? We don't see any other like animal like past the stage of being a baby drinking milk.
I never said a 14 needed milk from her mom. I said a 14 will probably hate drinking milk from the mom.
Oh, okay.
Or like any 10-year-old, 9-year-old, or 8-year-old.
Yeah, but they humans
have a mind.
Humans don't need milk after about like fucking it's like 12 months or something, right? I don't know when you wean kids. If I was a real woman, sorry, that was a bad
milk
joke.
is really good for like fucking shit. It's good for like vitamins, protein source. Good for your you can control your appetite, you know that.
Well, do you know who needs it more than us?
What?
Calves, because dairy takes it separates a mother from calf, so they don't get it, but they still have to grow, right?
You have a dog.
Because
would you eat
a dog?
I have a dog.
I mean, I ate dog before.
Would you kill and eat your dog?
Why would I kill my dog?
I mean, he sounds kind of loud and a bit annoying. Like, you could just kill him with a hammer and eat him, right?
Not really. I mean, I do
Why
take
not?
care of him.
Why not?
I gave him shots.
But so why
Uh,
wouldn't you kill and eat your own dog?
Because I have a relationship with them.
Because you love them, right?
Sometimes.
Right. So, but is there any difference between your dog and anyone else's dog? Like physically, is there any difference between your dog and anyone else's dog?
Well, I would still feel a little bit sorry for the dog for dying. I mean,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I'm not gonna like if I'm really fucking hungry and there's nothing here, like there's just nothing in, I'm fucking eating the dog. Like
But-
I don't know.
But we don't live in those scenarios where there's nothing else to eat, right? We live in a
I mean,
we live in a scenario
there
where you can
could.
buy from the shops, right? You could go to the supermarket and just buy something, right?
Yeah, but there's not gonna be like dog on sale. That's not
No,
what
but
I'm trying to.
My point is, when you say if there was nothing else, then I would. What you're essentially saying is, no, I would never kill a dog and eat them, right? Because you're not going
Yeah.
to be in that scenario, right?
I mean, yeah. What if
Okay.
you're like poor or something? But yeah, I could see what you're meaning.
Right. So, what then is the difference between like a dog and like a cow?
It's just good.
Can you expand upon that statement?
You know what steak is?
I do. I used to eat steak. Yeah.
Well, it's very good. I mean, it's
Yeah,
very
but-
juicy too.
So I would imagine dog probably tastes the same.
I
Like,
never
they-
tasted dog before.
They have meat
It might be
dogs
bad.
in like South Korea, right? And they have meat dogs in like various areas of like Southeast Asia. So I imagine that dog tastes good. Otherwise, they wouldn't breed them to eat them, right? If they didn't taste good, there'd be no point to it. So I would imagine
I
dog
mean-
does taste pretty good.
Probably does, but I'm
so
not
then-
gonna find that out.
What's the difference? If like they both taste good, but you would happily kill one and not kill the other, what's the difference?
Well, steak is really good for you too.
So are dead babies, right? Dead babies are very like protein rich.
But I wouldn't eat a baby though. That's
Like-
kind of weird eating your own.
I agree. I would argue it's also very weird killing and eating cows.
But we eat babies of other species, right?
I'm talking about.
Like veal and stuff, and like the animals we eat are like 1 or 2 years old, like equivalent to like ARA toddlers.
Oh, okay.
So like, why is it weird to kill like a cow? Sorry, to kill a dog or a baby, but not a cow? Because like you've
I don't
said
know.
taste, right? You've said that they taste good, but we've already said that like if a baby tasted good or a dog tasted good, you wouldn't kill them, right? So what is the real reason that we're okay killing cows but not okay killing dogs and babies?
I don't know because there's different type of cows and different type of steaks and just flavor, and I think the reason that's because of cooking. And steak is just such a popular food that everyone ate it, and you can basically eat steak with everything.
Yeah.
So, and then
But you could do
steaks
that.
are like
You could do that with dog, right? Like, but I think
Yeah.
I think you said a really important point. I think you said because it's popular, right? I think that's a
Yeah.
really important point. I think sort of what you mean by that is because it's societally normal, right?
yeah. You eat a steak at like dinner or something.
Right? Like it's if you went into a restaurant and ordered like a dead baby or a dead dog, people would be like, "What the fuck? Get out of my restaurant." But if you went to a restaurant and go, "Hey, can I have a dead cow?" They're like, "Yeah, sure. How do you want it cooked? How do you want them cooked?" Right?
Medium rare.
Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Do would
I can
you
see the point.
do you think it's okay to do things just because it's societally normal to do them?
No, I don't think that. Sometimes, I mean, we don't really think about cows when we eat them.
Exactly.
We think about their taste.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We don't think about the victim, right?
I mean, yeah. But they're not gonna probably go extinct anytime, so we're probably just gonna keep fucking eating them.
Would that be like? Would you find that acceptable? Like things to say if it was you being abused? Let's say you were part of a group that were being abused, and someone said, "Well, we can keep doing it, so we might as well."
Well, cows are not like humans, so if I
Wait,
was them,
wait. They're not like humans.
not really. They don't have the brain capacity to be like humans. They
I
don't
mean,
have.
are they like objects?
I never said that.
But like,
I
what
mean,
specific thing?
Because like
What's the difference?
you
what do
say
you
they're
mean
not
difference?
like humans, right? But they can
Mhm.
think, and they can feel, and they can fear, and they can love, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that a cow can't do that a human can?
Well, cow can't really speak, huh?
Can't they?
They don't
If
have the
if I was
mental.
if I was to play you noises of a cow, right? One where they're happy and one where they're distressed, would you know which the difference was?
Oh no.
So there's a test where they get pigs and they record these pigs for like hours and hours and hours, and then they
Oh, pigs are
share
great.
the audio with people, and people know when the pig is upset, and people know when the pig is happy. So they can speak, right? They just don't speak English, but they can speak. We can understand these animals.
I mean, but I just ate like bacon this morning. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, right. But like, I could tell you right now that I just ate a dead baby and it tasted good, but that wouldn't make it morally okay, right?
Well, yeah, because humans is just they have because it's kind of weird eating a baby. Like just
That
a human baby. Because if you
that's
think about it, it's just weird.
Well,
Eating
animals
a
have
person.
a very similar capacity to toddlers. So what's the big difference? Can you be very specific for me? Like what's the difference between, because it's just you're not really justifying it. You're just saying, well, they're not human, but what what part?
What do you mean?
Like they can feel pain, they can have dreams, um, they feel joy, sadness, love, anger, they have relationships, unique personalities, right?
Mm-hmm. Kind of.
they
Yeah,
do.
yeah, that's it. That's an objective fact. They do. Because they're very similar to us, right? Mammals are very similar.
Oh well, they don't. Not really. They're in a different gene rate.
Okay, tell me a difference.
Well,
Like a
you want me
meaningful
to just
difference.
like meaningful with like can you explain it more? Because I can just say that they can't walk like us. I
No,
mean,
but
Yeah,
you
we
don't
but
have
we
to
that's not
explain.
morally significant.
yeah, like there's humans that can't walk like us, right? And we don't kill any of them,
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
so basically
right?
name something that if a human did not possess, that would justify eating them.
Wait, can you say that again?
So, okay. So name a trait that like a human would possess that would justify us eating them. Like for example, you said like what if a person can't speak? Okay, you use that for you said, well, cows can't speak, right? But if a human
Mhm.
can't speak, you wouldn't kill them, right? So just tell me something that if a human didn't have, you would kill and eat them, right? I'm not, I may have said that argument wrong.
So I remember earlier when I said like what can humans do that cows can't, and you said speak, right? And then we said that animals can't speak, right? Because we can understand like their vocalizations. Is there anything else that you can name that a human can do that a cow can't? Is basically what Safik's asking.
I think he dipped.
No, he's here. Just give him time. He's loading. I think it got a bit intense. I put black lipstick on and now I can't drink my coffee. It was very foolish. I don't think when you... Yeah, well, Diddums. You came on a little bit strong, my darling. Sorry, I shouldn't criticize. I need a straw.
Did I sound emotional? I wasn't that mad or something. I just wanted to get things back on track.
Well, I think the thing is you have to be gentle with people, and I don't think you can. With most people, you can't sort of literally demand name the trait, especially using the literal words like name the trait, because they don't have any understanding of what that means. And we were basically on name the trait anyway. Like I asked like what can a human do that a cow can't, and he said language basically.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I'm really frustrated because like I don't know. I
can
always
tell.
like. Okay, first of all, I'm having the shit with like the intruder, right? So that's kind of already on my mind.
That's
Then I'm
okay.
like I like just kind of put it at the back of my mind, so it sits there, and I get like frustrated at people really easily. Then we have like 5 dudes that are the most nihilistic people on earth that you can't get any progress with them.
I mean, I think we were having a little bit of progress there. I think the thing is you do need to be gentle with people, and I think sometimes you have to accept that all you're really doing is planting seeds. Like if someone comes in and they're just not willing to even sort of like accept that like other people other than themselves deserve consideration, you're not gonna get this dude to go vegan, you know. And all you can really do is make them feel guilty about being an asshole. So you just have to work out a way that maybe you can plant a seed that they shouldn't be a dick. I think with that guy, I don't know. I think I could have got him to admit that he wouldn't kill humans that couldn't speak. Hello. It's mellow, and it was all mellow.
Hmm?
Hello.
Yo.
My friend Sapphic has just become a vegan, and she's fucking trying to convince me to go vegan, and it's disgusting, and I don't want to do it.
But it's the animals. The animals are they're just like us. They're just little guys, you know?
I don't give a fuck. I like steak.
No. No, they're not.
Yeah, they're not.
What do you mean? What's
Can I
the
tell you
difference?
something?
I guess.
Wait, what?
Some animals. What you talk about?
Animals, like cows, right? Like, cows are just like fucking these creatures that like they just sort of stand in a field like brain dead pieces
Especially
of shit.
cows. Them
Right?
cows.
Yeah, I don't really care what happens
I
to
don't know.
cows.
You sound very confident, but you also sound very young as well. Like you haven't been around a cow.
I've been around Now I've been to a farm. A real farm.
Yeah, I've been around a farm too. But have you ever bonded with a cow?
Bond with a cow.
Yeah, you can bond with a cow just like you bond with a dog. They have very similar behavior to dogs.
I hate dogs too. I think we should kill dogs. Like, I think they're disgusting creatures that all they do is like spread like filth and dirt, and like they constantly lick everything and bite people.
My bad, I disconnected.
Hello.
What's up?
So Safik was saying, can you name anything that like a human can do that a cow can't?
A cow can?
Yeah.
I would say what a cow cannot do is walk on 2 legs.
No, but some humans can't walk on 2 legs, and we don't kill any of them, right?
Well, I mean, that's like the early stage of humans.
No, like we have disabled people, right? And we don't kill and eat disabled people, unless you think we should.
Yeah, because sometimes like accidents happen, you know, like you fall over or something. That's
But
not our fault.
some people are born like that, right?
Yeah, some people are born like that. We don't kill and eat them, right?
I mean, yeah.
So like,
They're humans.
but that's just saying because they're humans, right? Like we used to say
Yeah.
that like we should be allowed to abuse black people and not white people because they were black and not white, right? Like just saying that something is true doesn't make it true, right? Like you can't just have like justification for abusing a creature be because I say so, right?
I mean,
So like what makes it okay to abuse sentient living creatures that are cows
well,
and not okay like to abuse humans, right?
not all farms abuse animals. Not all farms abuse animals. Most of them actually take care of animals.
So
And
do
most of like
you know what
most
happens
of
on a farm?
yeah, I know what happens at a farm.
Do you know what age animals are usually killed on a farm?
Not certainly, no. 'Cause
No.
I wasn't
So
raised on a farm.
okay, so most animals on a farm are killed at like infancy, basically. They're killed in like the first 10% of their life, right? So how can you kill an animal in the first 10% of its life that isn't abuse? Like if I went into an orphanage and just started murdering children humanely, right? Like if I gave them the lethal injection, it was nice and painless. Would that not be abuse?
That's not abuse. Abuse is not killing them. It's just it like imagine you were human
So if
and
I
it was
wait,
just
how?
like let's say a kidnapper got you and just
uh
kept hitting you or something, just beating you up, but wasn't killing you. That's abuse.
So it's not abuse to kill people.
What are you talking about? So
You
if you
just so
kill
you
someone,
just
it's
said
like
abuse is harming someone but not killing them, right? So if I kidnapped you and killed you painlessly, that wouldn't be abuse.
no, that wouldn't be abuse.
So you wouldn't mind if I did it.
That would be murder,
Oh no,
and that would be
so
kidnapping.
I'm not talking like it is abusing the individual, right? Like I'm not talking about a lawful definition. I'm saying like, is it abusive? Is it behavior that goes against the wishes of the creature to kill them?
Well, my point of view of abuse is just like hitting them but not killing them. That's murder.
Okay, but is it wrong? Right? Essentially, is what I'm
I
asking.
mean,
Would it be wrong for me to take you and kill you, even if I did it painlessly?
if you did it painlessly, not all wrong, but it still is wrong.
So it is wrong. It is wrong to kill creatures that don't want to die.
Well, we don't know that.
Oh, I mean, we do. We do know that, right? Unless you're suggesting that all animals are like depressed, like because if we go to like let's say we go to SeaWorld, we see evidence of orcas in captivity doing self harm. Right? We see examples of these mammals that are in captivity that is entirely sort of um, like torturous to them, actually trying to kill themselves. Right? We don't see that in dairy farms. We don't see animals like en masse like trying to kill themselves. Right? So these animals generally don't want to die. Right? There are some that self harm, but we don't see it like 100% of cows. Right? So we know that these cows don't want to die. Right? We know these cows want to live. Right? So if we're killing them, we're ending their existence like against their will. And we're also assuming here that we do it painlessly, right? I don't know if you've ever had your throat slit. I imagine not. But you can't guarantee me that having your throat slit is painless, right? So these creatures are not
Yeah.
just being killed against their will, they're also being done so painfully, which is
Yeah,
abuse,
but
right?
some of us, we're like we're using our primal instincts. Like at the dawn of time, we just kill animals. Like it doesn't matter how we killed them, we just killed them because obviously we're just we didn't know and we killed and that's basically our primal instinct. We're always gonna kill animals no matter what.
That's not
We're
true.
just gonna kill animals.
That's not true. That's not true
Yeah,
because there's loads of things
we
we
kill
used to do.
animals.
There's loads of things we used to do that we don't do anymore, right? There's
Um,
loads of things that
well,
were
do
societally
we still
normal.
kill animals? Do we still kill animals?
We do, yeah.
Yeah, then
But
that's
we used to kill
still
children,
primal.
right?
Well, yeah, if it's starving, yeah.
No. We used to kill children, right? We used to it was normal to kill children, right? We don't do it anymore,
Yeah,
right?
because we have animals.
No. It has nothing to do with animals. My point is, we used to do something in the past that we now consider wrong, right? So just because we did it in the past doesn't justify continuing to do it, like perpetually, right? Women used to not be able to vote, and then we made society better by allowing women to vote. Right? Black people used to be kept as farm equipment, and then we made society better by, abolishing slavery. Right? Children used to be allowed to be married and had sex with, like, before the age of 18, and then we stopped doing that in most countries because it's better, right? So, like, this idea that because we did it in the past, we should keep doing it now is clearly wrong, right?
But if we stop abusing animals and doing our ways, the whole food chain is gonna be fucking wrecked.
Why?
I mean, yeah, because animals need us, we need plants, and plants need animals. It's a whole cycle, and if you get rid of like one little itsy bitsy bit,
Do
it's
you know?
gonna fucking wreck
Do you
the
know
whole
what?
thing.
Do you know what proportion of animals, like land mammals, are wild animals?
Wild animals?
Yeah. What proportion of land mammals, right? Do you think are wild? Do you think are wild animals?
I don't know. Probably like percentage or just like
Yeah, percentage.
I don't know, like 20%.
It's 4. 4% of all land mammals on this planet are wild. We have decimated the ecosystem of our planet to create room for farmed animals. When you talk about it being a delicately balanced system with where all the animals need each other and like the plants need the animals, that's not true. We've terraformed our planet to feed cows and to feed goats and to feed pigs. Right? 30% of all mammals, of all land mammals on this planet are humans, and 60% of all land mammals on this planet are domesticated farm animals. Right? We don't need to do this. We don't need to breed like these huge amounts of animals. Right? Every year we feed I think it's 90 million animals we feed, like birds and mammals, right? When we feed them plants, right? And we can't even feed 8 billion humans, right? When we feed, sorry, it's 90 billion animals, I think, right? Or 80 billion animals, right? And it costs more food to feed an animal and then eat that animal than it does to just eat plants, right? So we're wasting food feeding cows and chickens and pigs that we could be feeding humans who are starving to death.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They're like wild animals are like bound, like they're like doing their own thing, Like but we to animals to adapt to our thing. So we can like make them way fatter and we can feed like I don't know, like 2 families.
No, that's
So
not how it works. No. So it costs more food to feed animals and then feed humans with those animals than it does to just feed humans plants. It's more inefficient to eat animals than it is to eat plants. Do you remember in geography when they showed you the little pyramid of predators and then herbivores and then plants, and there's more plants than there are herbivores, and then there's more herbivores than there are predators? Yeah, that's because food becomes inefficient like the more that you eat, right? The more plants are eaten by a herbivore, then the less herbivores there are for the predators, right? Like, so the things at the top of the food chain, there are less of them because their existence is inefficient. So it's.
Oh, we are on the top of the food chain though.
That doesn't matter. The point is, if we eat animals that have eaten plants, it's less efficient than just eating plants.
So you saying that we have to eat plants than I am?
I'm saying we would have better food efficiency if we ate plants. Right? You said if we didn't eat animals, the food system would fall to pieces. Like, that's actually the entire opposite. Like, if we didn't eat animals, we would have a more efficient food system.
Okay, but where would those animals go?
So the way the world is working currently is people are eating less and less meat. So we're breeding less and less animals. Right? So what will happen is as people eat less animal products, then we will breed less animals, and we will just naturally reduce the amount of animals that we have in captivity until we don't breed animals for food anymore. and those animals will just cease to exist. We'll just have either more wilderness or we'll have like plant farmland.
Yeah, but we have like cities on cities. Where are they gonna go?
No, they won't exist, right? On this planet,
Animals won't exist.
so on this planet there are 73 billion chickens, right? Chickens make up 60% of all birds on the planet, right? 73 billion chickens, right? They live in warehouses, basically. Most of those birds live in large, square, white buildings that they never see the sun. So we just won't breed them. We just won't have warehouses full of chickens.
Well, some of that is true. Some of that is not true.
No, all of that is true.
Oh well, you know what a chicken coop is?
Yes, you mean like backyard chickens, right?
Yeah. Well, most of those chickens live in chicken coops.
No, they don't. No, they really don't. 60% of all cows in the US exist in mega factories, right?
Oh yeah, I can say that. Yeah, I can see that about cows, but
It's
I don't know about
even more so
chickens.
with chickens. I can look up the statistics if you like, but we're talking like
So you think we should eat more plants?
no, I think we should not eat animals.
Oh, so just entirely get rid of them.
Yeah, right. Because if you think something is wrong, you don't just do less of it, right? Like I wouldn't cut down the amount of children I rape, right? I would just stop raping children. It makes no sense to do less of something that you know is wrong.
Yeah, but we need meat, you know.
Why? Why
If
do
we
you
don't
need
have
meat?
well, because some of the plants have because you know plants have good vitamins, right? They're really good, right? Plants are good, yeah, but meat has some specific vitamins that we need,
Like what?
and just I don't know, like I don't do that much on meat. This is just a topic.
Go on. Say the one that everyone says. Say where'd you get your protein?
What do you mean?
That's what everyone says.
What?
Everyone says, where do you get your protein?
Where do I get my protein?
No, that's the cliche question that people ask vegans.
So if your
Oh.
response is I don't know to that question, then you can't really back it up. Then you can't really claim that it's true.
Well, I just like eating meat. I don't like it's just healthy for me.
Yeah, but that
I
It's
like eating meat.
is
It's really good.
Is something being pleasurable a justification for abuse?
I mean, I can look it up. I can probably back it up. Hold on, let me look it up.
What are you looking up?
Protein.
also, if you look it up in a certain way, the results are going to be very biased. Like if you look for data that supports your that already supports your
I'll just
existing
check
bias.
I'll just do the health line.
All right. Did you know what was that study, Jess? It was like the American Pediatric Society that said a vegan diet is healthy at all stages of life.
No, that's
Oh, it contains iron.
it's the American
vitamin
Society of
B12,
Dietetics.
Okay.
and
It's the
heme
largest
iron.
nutrition board on the planet.
Yeah, you can get iron from like
Wait. So
from like leafy greens.
Not iron, but I mean like you know like the H in front of it. Like I don't know how to say it. Like heme.
yeah, heme iron. You mean heme iron?
Yeah.
So
Like that.
heme iron is really bad for you. And yeah, you are right. You can only really get it in animal products, but that doesn't mean it's good for you, right? Like you can. So do you know what cholesterol is?
Cholesterol.
Yeah. Do you know what cholesterol is?
I have thought about it. Yes.
So do you know that cholesterol is bad for you, right?
I know a little bit of it.
Okay, so cholesterol is bad for you, right? And within your body, you will naturally produce cholesterol, right? There are parts of the human body that produce cholesterol, right? But the only way you get cholesterol is by either producing it in your own body or eating an animal that has produced cholesterol, right? So no plant food that you will ever be able to buy will contain cholesterol, right? But that doesn't mean that cholesterol is good for you, right? Cholesterol is bad for you. right? But you can't get it unless you eat animal products. And it's similar with heme iron. Heme iron is not good for you, but you can't get it in plants. But that doesn't mean it's good for you just because you can't get it in plants, right? It would be like me. Imagine if arsenic didn't exist in plants, right? You wouldn't eat animals just to get arsenic, right? Some things are just bad for you.
So you want everyone, like in the entire world, to eat meat. I mean, not meat. I mean, plants. Like no meat. Just no meat.
I want everyone to stop fucking kids as well. Yeah. You say it as if it's a bad thing, right? But like, if we if we think
well,
something
no,
is
just
wrong,
like,
we want everyone to stop doing it, right?
I mean, yeah, but like, I'm just like trying to like make sure what your point is. Like we just stop eating meat entirely. You know,
So
you just let animals go. You know.
So when I talk to people about veganism, I don't really talk to them about the world. I talk to them about them, right? Because there's no point in me talking about the world, because the only person who you have agency over at the minute is you, right? So like, if you think that killing animals for pleasure is wrong, right? Which I presume you do. I presume you wouldn't go to like an event where they like made dogs fight each other to the death just for fun.
I don't think that's. Well, actually, that's probably like Asia, but.
Oh, it doesn't really matter if it's legal. Like, let's forget legality, right? So you wouldn't go to that event, right? If that event was on in your town, you probably wouldn't go to it, right?
I mean, no, not really.
Right. So if we let's say that, well, that's not let's say. I can promise you that you don't need to eat animals products to survive, and actually, you'd probably live a much healthier life if you didn't eat animal products. There's significant evidence now to show that like processed meat is a class 1 carcinogen, which means it's the same as smoking cigarettes. And then most red meat is a class 2 carcinogen, which means it's slightly less likely to cause you cancer, but still pretty likely to cause you cancer. And then most animal products are pretty high up on the carcinogen list. So most animal products are actually significantly bad for you, despite the fact that they do contain nutrients and minerals that are good for your body. They also contain lots of carcinogens that are very bad for your body. Right? So you don't need to eat meat, and also you would be healthier if you didn't eat meat. Right? So if that's the case, the only reason that people do eat meat is for fun, right? For pleasure, because they enjoy the taste of it. Right? Yeah? Is that fair to say?
I eat meat just because of the nutrients, and some are like really good for me.
Yeah, but you
So
could get those nutrients from elsewhere, right? We just had this conversation, right? You could get all those nutrients from elsewhere, right? Do you believe me in that?
Okay.
Or do you not believe me? Because if you don't believe me,
But
that's fine.
I still have the, I still want to eat meat, you know?
Right, because it's pleasurable, right?
Well, yeah, sometimes. I mean, it's overall really good for you.
No, it's
some
not.
Stuff is,
it's not really good for you.
Some stuff, no, some stuff are really bad, I have to say. But it's still gonna help you with stuff. Because plants, yeah, they have their own function. Like, they're gonna help you grow, like, veggies and all that kind of
So
stuff.
you can be nutritionally complete just from plants, right? Plants don't have one function and meat has another. You can be entirely 100% nutritionally complete from plants. Right? The largest nutritional board on the planet, the American Society of Dietetics, has said that a plant-based diet is healthy for all stages of life. Right? So you don't need meat.
Wait, can you say that again?
The American Society of Dietetics. Yeah.
Like,
the
no,
ASD.
the first part.
Oh, so a plant-based diet is nutritionally complete for all stages of life. Right? Okay. So you don't need meat. And that's that board of nutritionalists, the American Society of Dietetics, is mostly non-vegans, right? This isn't even vegans telling you this information. This is non-vegans telling you this information.
Okay.
So you don't need to eat animal products to survive. And there's clear evidence now that animal products are actually really bad for you. Yeah, so the only reason that people still eat animal products is because they enjoy the taste of animal products. Right?
Okay.
But you've said to me that you wouldn't watch animals be abused for pleasure. Right? You wouldn't.
No,
So what's the difference?
I mean, we get it from somewhere.
Say again.
I mean, yeah, we get it for pleasure and sure, but I mean, no one's really gonna stop. Well, some people are, but most of the population isn't.
But that's not you, right? We're talking about you.
Yeah, me.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
say the world isn't going to stop fucking kids, so I'm going to go and find me a toddler, right? Because that would be insane to say, right? So why do you say that about meat? Like, why do you say because the rest of the world are eating meat, then I should be allowed to abuse animals too?
Well, I never said I abuse animals. I eat meat. I eat it.
Okay, but I could say, well, I don't abuse kids, I just fuck them, right? But that wouldn't make it true, right? Just because you don't see it as abuse, it still is, right? If you're paying for a sentient creature to be killed in a horrific manner, that's abuse,
They're not
right?
gonna do it there. They're just gonna give it to me. I mean,
What do you mean?
like, they're not basically like. I don't think it's gonna be that horrific.
What do you mean you don't think? So you think?
Because I think
How do you
we
think
still
animals
have,
are killed?
I mean, I think we still have human inside of ourselves, so we're not gonna entirely kill them, just chopping them up while they're still alive. Like we're not gonna do that.
Have you seen
I
the
mean,
inside of slaughterhouses?
We're probably just gonna.
Can
drug
I
them or
explain to you
something, I
how
don't know.
pigs die in a slaughterhouse?
Well, pigs are different. I'm talking about cows.
So pigs are like one of the most intelligent land mammals. Do you know how they're killed?
No idea.
We use gas chambers to kill pigs.
That's not that bad.
No, it is. It's really bad. So we essentially use the same infrastructure that we used to kill minorities in World War II.
I mean, would you rather a pig be alive, strapped down to a chair, and just fucking chopped into pieces?
We don't need to eat pigs. We choose to eat pigs.
Yeah,
this isn't essential. We're choosing to kill them to eat them, right? So pigs are led into a gas chamber and they're put into a cage, and then they're lowered into CO2. And the way CO2 works is in our body we don't actually have any way of detecting whether or not we have oxygen, right? But we do have CO2 receptors, right? And those CO2 receptors are the thing that tells you to breathe when you hold your breath. They're the thing that makes you incredibly uncomfortable. So the very moment they're putting that CO2 gas, they're incredibly uncomfortable, right? The CO2 gas is so strong, right? It's so highly concentrated that it actually mixes with their saliva and their mucus in their throat and eyes, and it turns it acidic. So their eyes and mouth and throat burn with acidity, right? They're then lowered down into this fucking dungeon full of this gas, and they're so petrified that they scream and thrash. Sometimes a pig will get its leg caught in the bars of the cage, and they will panic and thrash so hard that we have video evidence of them ripping off their own limbs because they're in that much distress and pain. This is torture, right? And people do this for bacon, right? We don't need to do this. People pay for this to happen to animals that are more intelligent than dogs and have the same sort of capability of empathy as, like, children, because they enjoy the taste of their flesh. They pay for these creatures to be literally tortured to death for their pleasure.
Well,
and you could choose not to.
I mean, some of that's horrific, but kind of
all of it's horrific.
About it.
You pay for it.
I mean, yeah, but
you could not pay for it.
I know, but I'm still going to.
Why?
Because it's good.
Well, I mean, you sound like a predator of a child, right? Like,
I don't sound like a predator.
You do. I just explained to you that children shouldn't be fucked, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's horrific, and but I'm still gonna fuck kids. That's what you sound like. You sound like you don't give a fuck.
I'm still a kid. I mean, I'm still gonna eat the pig. I mean,
you could not. Like, right? You're essentially saying that I don't care if they get abused. I'm gonna pay for it anyway. But how does that make you any different from a Catholic priest that fucks kids?
Oh well, here's the thing. You're putting in the wrong context. I'm not fucking any kid. I'm just eating a pig. And yeah,
Yeah,
maybe they were
a pig
abused,
that
but
is
I'm still gonna
abused
eat
and
it. I
tortured.
mean, yeah, they could
You
do it a
you
different
you
way,
pay
like put them to sleep or something. But you
you
know,
pay for animals to be tortured.
and then I eat them.
Yeah.
I mean, they could do it a different way, like put them to sleep.
They don't.
But
They do it this way, and you pay for it. You pay for animals to be tortured.
they'll probably change it.
They won't change it.
But
They're not going to change it, and they certainly
think
won't
they
change
would.
it if you keep paying for it.
oh well.
Anyway, it's
Probably
been lovely
change it
talking
or-
to you, but Safik's telling me that I should hang up. So, I think our conversation's done. But please stop paying
Oh.
for animals to be tortured.
It's okay, but I like the debate, but I'm still gonna pay for
You're
it.
still gonna fuck kids. Yeah, I get you. You don't.
You put it in any. You're gonna put it in any context.
I'm gonna use
not
the
fucking
context.
a kid. I'm eating
gonna,
an animal.
which they have no difference in sentience. There is no difference.
You're just putting in a wrong way.
I'm using it. I'm using it. I'm
it.
talking about it in a way that you care about, because people don't care about animals, but they care about kids. And if we were having this conversation 200 years ago, it was legal to fuck kids back then, and no one gave a fuck.
Well, that's 200 years ago. You just said to keep the past in the past. I mean.
Yeah, I did, right? But like, we realized that actually we should care about kids. But 200 years ago, we didn't. If we were having this conversation 200 years ago, you'd be like, I should be allowed to fuck kids. There's nothing wrong with fucking kids. Right?
Yeah, because we didn't know back
And
then.
the only reason that you're on this side of the argument currently is because of societal norms. Right? You're literally a drone to societal norms, and you don't give a fuck about actually caring about sentient individuals. You're just following what is societally normal. Right? You're the guy in the 40s who's like, yeah, the Jews are like a menace. We should gas them. Yeah, black people are too stupid to think. We should gas them. It's because that's what society is telling you to do, and you're just going along with it. Like a fucking drone.
I'm a drone.
Yeah.
Well, I like to eat pigs, and I'm telling you, it's really good. Steaks, cows are really good.
I used to eat steak,
mean-
my darling. You don't need to tell me it's tasty. I know it's tasty, but I don't think my taste pleasure, right, makes it morally okay to pay for animals to be tortured. In the same way, I don't think my sexual pleasure makes it morally okay to fuck kids. But some people do think their sexual pleasure makes it morally okay to fuck kids. And your morals are no different to them if you think your taste pleasure makes it okay to eat animals.
So
You're
now
using.
you're saying that I fuck kids.
No, I'm saying you use the exact same arguments as people who do. You're using the exact same justification that your pleasure is more important than them being abused.
Yeah, but fucking so good, bro.
Yeah, that's what Catholic priests said about children's assholes. Congratulations, you are one and the same.
One of the same. Okay, now you're putting in a weird context, because you're just because if they don't agree with you, you're just gonna say, oh yeah, it's the same context.
No. I'm asking you. I'm asking you a genuine question. Like, what's the difference? If your answer is literally I enjoy the pleasure, right? You give me any justification that isn't I enjoy the pleasure.
So, eating is different than fucking. I'm being.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Right? Because you don't need.
Yeah,
No, wait. You don't need to get your nutrition and your nutrients and your minerals from animal flesh. In the same way that Catholic priests don't need to get their pleasure from babies, right? They can get their pleasure from crocheting, or bowling, or listening to David Bowie, right? You don't need to get your nutrition from the dead flesh of animals. So saying that they contain nutrients is the same as saying babies contain nutrients, right? But there's no moral justification to eat babies just because they contain nutrients. So that argument holds no water.
I wouldn't go up to a person and say, I'm gonna eat a fucking baby. I would just say, go up to a person, I'm gonna eat a steak. Because, it's
well, that's societal
good.
norms. That's the drone argument, right? And you said you weren't.
Yeah, but almost everyone likes eating meat, and who can blame them?
So, 80 years ago, almost everyone liked having black people as farm equipment. That didn't make it
I
morally okay. If we go back 60 years, women couldn't vote. Didn't make it morally okay. Right? There's loads of things that was societally normal that are wrong.
Yeah, but then we fixed them.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix this now, and you're like, no, I like this societal norm because I like abusing cows. I don't want you to tell me about like
Whoa,
logic and
I never
ethics.
said I like abusing cows.
You
I
did.
never
You said
abused,
I like steak.
I never abused a fucking animal once in my life. I've ate
Okay.
an animal.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Did you pay for the animal to die?
It was already dead.
So if I pay for someone to come round to your house and bolt gun you in the back of the head and run you through a meat grinder and turn you into a burger patty and then I fry you on a grill and eat you, is that not abuse? Would it be abuse if I paid for that to happen to you?
I mean, my definition of abuse is something way different.
Would it be wrong if I paid for someone to come round to your house, bolt gun you in the back of the head, run you through a meat grinder, flatten you into a burger patty, put you on a grill, and eat you? Would that be wrong?
But that would never happen.
No, would it be wrong?
I mean...
Would I be culpable for your death if I paid someone to come round to your house, bolt gun you in the back of the head, run you through a meat grinder, put you into a burger patty, and fry you on a grill?
There's two definitions of paying for abuse. I mean, there's one person that's paying for you to, you know, eat, and then they bring it back to like, here. But it's already been done. Like, it's already in the grocery
I'm so glad you said this, because now I get to go to my next analogy, and I love my next analogy. So if a creature has already been abused, and all you do is buy a product of that abuse, you're saying it's morally okay?
I mean, yeah, because it wasn't...
Because the creature's already been abused, right? You can't get rid of the abuse, right? They've already been abused.
Yeah, it's
okay,
already dead.
So child porn's fine, right? Because they've already been abused, and you're just buying a product.
But child porn is morally wrong.
Why? The creature's already been abused, right? We're just buying a product.
Why are you saying why?
We're just buying a product.
I mean,
the abuse is the abuse has already been done, right? The abuse is totally already been done. We're just buying a product, right? Like, we can't stop the animal being harmed, right? They've already been harmed. So I should be allowed to buy my burger. I mean, sorry, my child porn, right?
Well, you're putting sex and then buying an animal that's dead.
You just don't.
It's sensual pleasure, right?
Yeah.
But I think you two. I don't.
Different things.
It's not two different things.
No, I think we're about done here. This isn't going anywhere. I think we're done.
Yeah, because I'm still gonna eat them. I'm still gonna eat it.
You are, yeah, because you don't care, right? You just don't give a shit. You just want to eat the thing that is pleasurable to you in the same way that, you know, Catholic priests and kids.
I just keep saying that, buddy.
Yeah, because you don't care about animals, but you care about kids. So that me using kids upsets you.
I never said I don't care about animals. I say I like
wait.
eating animals.
Yeah. So you don't care about them because you like paying for them to be killed.
Well, that doesn't mean I don't care about them.
No, it does. If I pay for you to be killed, buddy boy, I don't care about you. Like, you can't care about a creature and pay for them to be abused. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you wouldn't agree. If a Catholic priest told you they love kids but also fuck them, you would say, actually, I don't think you love kids, matey boy. I disagree with you. Right? You can't tell me that you pay for creatures to be abused and also love them.
I mean, yeah, I love my dog. I love my dog, but I never paid for abuse in my life. It was already there.
No, you have. If you've paid for a burger, you've paid for someone to kill a cow. That's how it works. It's basic supply and demand.
It's already been done.
That's not how it works.
Like, well, wait, okay. So like when you go to the store, right, and you buy meat, you're not responsible for that specific animal, but they need to replace what you bought. So you're responsible for the next animal that's killed, so they can replace whatever product you bought, right?
Yeah, but I never demand it.
You do. You're paying for it, demand it. That's exactly how it works.
No.
Yes.
In my eyes, it isn't. In my eyes,
It doesn't
isn't.
matter in your eyes. Like, that's not how it works.
Well, you just said it was about my eyes. You just said this conversation about me.
It doesn't matter if you don't
So now
think...
you're talking about, like, you're making no sense. You're talking about, like, bro, what?
If you don't think it's abuse, that doesn't mean it's not abuse, right? If the victim is abused, it doesn't matter whether or not you think it's abuse or not. Right? I could think that it's not abuse to kill you with a hammer, right? But you would still be being abused if I did that.
I mean, this is really going nowhere, but at the end of the day,
It's not going nowhere. I mean, sorry, it is going nowhere, but you're not leaving, so I presume you care.
Oh, no, I thought you guys were gonna leave. Oh, yeah, I'll leave.
No, yeah.
Anyways, I'll see you later.
Please stop paying for animals to be abused.
Anyways, I'll see you later, guys.
Please stop paying for animals to be abused.
I'm gonna go eat my turkey sandwich.
Yeah, you're gloating about
you later,
abuse.
guys.
You're literally gloating about abusing animals.
Bye,
You're
guys.
gloating about
Holy
eating
shit,
the
this
dead
probably gonna
flesh
take so-
of animals. I think that was going somewhere. I'm a bit upset that you interrupted, but that's okay. I agree that we should stick to half an hour. I'm sorry, I didn't tell him to fuck off earlier. I think seeds were sown. I think he was getting really upset that I kept comparing him to a child molester. Safik, I'm sorry if you hate me.
No, it's fine.
Go on.
I just don't know for how much longer I want to do this.
No, I'm sorry. But it's fine. You GG out if you want. I'm gonna go for another 40 minutes, I think. Are you okay?
I don't know. It just like, if I'm being honest, it feels like I'm held to a very high standard when, like, it almost like feels like you were rough with him too.
I was rough with him, yeah, because I wanted him to leave, or I wanted him to like break out of his cognitive dissonance. I think the longer a conversation goes, the less, like, sort of, like, if someone proves to you that they just see like humans as like special and they don't care about like animals, then I don't really know how you like talk to them, right? Because if a human proves to you that they just don't give a fuck about animals and they'll happily like pay for their abuse, you're probably not going to make them vegan.
But you set down the half-hour rule, then said you were upset when I wanted to end the conversation.
I wasn't upset. No, I wasn't upset. I that's not sort of what I meant.
But like disappointed.
I'm sorry. No, yeah, that was probably an unfair statement. I think, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Hello, Fred Boat, the realist.
What up, chat? What's going on here?
Safik wants to talk to you about, I don't know, something special.
Oh, apparently I do.
You don't have to if you don't.
Do you think it's wrong to kill animals? I think it is.
Well, I think you're brainwashed.
Well, okay,
That's
so
even worse than brain rot.
well, okay, that's like, but the majority of people
Are you in
think
the
that,
HIV/AIDS community?
what are you yapping about?
The HIV/AIDS LQ plus community?
No, I don't have AIDS.
You're not gay?
I never said that. I said I don't have AIDS.
Are you gay?
I don't really want to tell you.
Well, you are.
Okay.
Of course you are. A vegan faggot.
Oh.
Man, I was thinking when you got called a faggot earlier, I was like, man, I wouldn't enjoy it if someone said, came in here and called me a faggot, but then someone comes in here and does, I guess to be equal.
I wouldn't worry about it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but my day already kind of blows.
I'm sorry. Also, I think the thing that I was upset was that you said the conversation wasn't going anywhere. And I think it was. I think that was, sadly, one of the ones I felt was like quite productive. Although obviously it didn't work. But I genuinely thought that he was like actually capable of grasping that, like, he was paying for the abuse of animals.
I kind
Clearly
of
he
did. I
wasn't.
disagree. I didn't see that. I was like, I deafened for a while because like I had to like take a breath.
I'm sorry. That's funny.
Then like, cause you were going about, I was like the gas chamber stuff with pigs. I was like, I cannot hear this for a third time. That shit's so horrific, and I don't want to hear it right now. But I came back, and then like I'm deafened for multiple times.
Uh-huh.
Like came back, and it was like basically still going on like the child molester like analogies. I was like, oh god.
I mean,
I mean,
the one with the, I genuinely didn't. I think the thing is like some people just get really triggered when you talk about kids, and
yeah,
like, I don't know. It's kind of wild that people get triggered when you're literally talking about the abuse of animals, and they're like, yeah, that's fine, I pay for that. But then you talk about the abuse of kids, and they're like, whoa, you're a monster. Like the hypothetical abuse of kids is like worse to people than like them literally paying for the abuse of animals. It's kind of wild.
yeah.
Like there's like a ridiculous amount of cognitive dissonance. It doesn't feel like we've had particularly many good conversations.
Yeah, it's not been very good.
You know,
Um,
hello,
Hi,
how you doing?
fine, and you?
We've been having a bad night.
Where are you from?
We've been trying to have nice conversations with people about ethics, but we keep running into people who don't really want to speak to us about ethics.
Okay.
It's kind of hard. That's funny as fuck. I genuinely love the part, like in like online outreach, where you just kind of like tired, and you just like start conversations in the most ridiculous way, and sometimes people are just like, nope. Uh, I don't even know how you're supposed to start shit like this. Like, I genuinely don't know like what the best way to start a conversation is. Also, we're literally down to 0 viewers. Everyone stopped. But we did go for 2 hours and 20 minutes. How you doing? Do you want to give up? Do you want to chat about real life? You okay?
what?
I said, do you want to give up and chat about real life?
Yeah, she just came again and was like screaming. I don't know if you heard.
I didn't hear.
Okay, yeah, but she was screaming and like, I'll never forgive you and shit.
I'm sorry.
I can't. I don't want to do this anymore.
That's okay. Let's bounce.
I'll see you in Activism PC.
Yeah, I'll be there in a sec. Boop. Thanks for joining us, for whoever's watched this awful stream. It was fun. I love you all. Bye bye.